right eye is his dad's side, his left eye mum's side. Little curly things that come off the lines were important people in his family. If they go up, they were males, down female. The big main face to our right is a guy by the name of Ngāti Roirangi it's supposed to represent. He came out to New Zealand on one of 7 canoes out of Hawaii. Because back in those times they didn't have written language, so they used carving like this to tell their story. And a good Maori historian would be able to tell you all sorts about this.
Faut pas crisper, c'est bon. Non, non, tiens les deux.
before you all go, ooh, it's not a real geyser, it still would erupt without us adding the surfactant. It has a cycle of somewhere between 24 to 72 hours, so very slowly that very hot water from below would heat that cooler water above till the pressure equalised naturally, and up would come the geyser. So by using the surfactant, we just get to time it nicely and everyone gets to see it. It is quite hard to tell how long it takes for the main eruption after we add it. It can be about 1 minute or it can be about 10 minutes, so I vary my speech accordingly and run away if I have to. I'll still try and talk quite slowly and clearly because there's a number of Australians in the audience today and we want to make sure you guys will understand. We love you, really. Depending on what happens at the World Cup, of course. The geyser was first discovered in the late 1800s by Christmas.